taping it?
Oh, it's supposed to talk about. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and valued guests. I'm already forgetting. I'm so happy to be here and on this elevated stage to do my Icebreaker speech with you guys tonight. In my Toastmaster experience so far, I've been asked off the cuff how I found Toastmasters, why I first came, and why I've continued to join. And so now that I've joined as a member, I would like to give you a little more information with some more rehearsal. We're all here, and I'm here, to improve my public speaking skills. Mine has certainly devolved since the pandemic. I'm also here because I love to present and perform. I discovered this love back in elementary school days, so going back to the 2000 knots here. My elementary school would host an annual speech contest. So every year, every student between grade 3 and grade 8 would write a speech, 3 to 5 minutes on any topic, informative, persuasive, or humorous, and present it in front of your class of 20 to 30 students. The teacher would then choose who best 2 speeches to move on to the gymnasium, say their speech again in front of 300 of your peers, teachers, parents, and judges. You'd compete against students of all other grades in the hopes of moving on to the next stage of Canadian Legion and so on. For my older sister and I, this was our Olympics. And my head coach was my mom, Jennifer. For weeks leading up to our speech event, every hour that we spent awake and not in school, we practiced our speech. And it paid off because every year I taught the class, and almost every year I made it to the Legion. Also in my elementary school days, I started my all-star competitive cheerleading career. I cheered for over a decade, training 10 hours a week, doing the most physically intensive conditioning and endurance training to perfect our 2.5-minute routine that we do a few competitions a year for. We perform our routine in small arenas with hundreds, maybe 1,000 parents, other athletes, coaches, and judges. We perform under 5 pounds of hairspray and makeup, under blinding and hot lights, under blaring music, all while slapping the biggest smile you can slap on your face. You leave everything you have on that performance floor, every ounce of effort that you can get out of your body as you walk off the floor. Fast forward to high school, I was very involved with volunteering, extracurriculars, and sports. I even brought cheerleading to my high school. I snatched the opportunity to host the morning announcements for 3 years. Even if I wasn't introducing myself daily on the PA system, most teachers and students knew my name. When it came to my grade 12 year, naturally, I ran for student body president. For weeks, I campaigned so hard, and I was so punny. This President Kennedy won't be assassinated. That was a good reaction, but I did not win the hearts of my peers with that one. I see this connection between the activities that I'm drawn to. I like doing the sports and the activities that require practice in private, and then you perform in front of a public audience and judges. My final campaign speech in high school was done in front of 2 groups of 1,000 of my peers and teachers. Hours of dedicated practice and detailed rehearsals that all lead up to that one and only make it or break it moment where you're hoping that you left all you have on that floor, that nothing crashed, you remembered all of your lines, and smiled the entire time. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and not all performances are competitions. There is a degree of winning for yourself, though, once you know you've gone out and done the best you possibly can. That's what I'm drawn to. I'm not here tonight with the goal of being voted best speech. Public speaking is not about winning. Toastmasters isn't about winning. I think Toastmasters is about practicing, improving, and performing. I first found Toastmasters, and now I've joined, and I'm very excited to have the opportunity to practice, improve, and perform again and again and again. So as I wrap up my first Icebreaker speech, I would like to thank you all for being here and being a part of my Toastmasters journey.